Welcome everyone to the deep dive. We're stepping in as your guest host today for this networking hat deep dive. And let me tell you, we're planning to uncover some serious gold nuggets, stuff that might just completely flip your whole approach to making connections. Today, we're diving headfirst into, well, a really counterintuitive idea. What if the absolute best way to network is actually to stop networking?
Yeah, sounds wild, right? Stop networking.
Exactly. And this revolutionary idea comes straight from Mel Kaufman's life's work, specifically his stuff on the art of pre-networking, uncovering links and opportunities. So our mission today is pretty clear. We're going to unpack what Mel Kaufman really means by pre-networking, why he thinks it's so powerful, and most importantly, how you can put this into action, like right away, to totally transform your business connections. Okay, so here's the hook. The big question Mel Kaufman throws out there. He talks about something called miracle number 16.
Miracle number 16. Okay.
And it simply states, stop networking. Just stop. Let that sink in for a second. Why on earth would Mel Kaufman tell us to stop networking when, everyone else is hammering home that it's the absolute key to success? What's the miracle part?
Well, I think that's why Mel calls it a miracle, right? Because for so many people, the idea of stopping networking the way they've always done it it feels impossible, almost wrong even. There's just so much emphasis put on it. But when people actually make this shift, they often find, almost miraculously, that their connections and opportunities just explode. It defies that conventional wisdom.
So he's not saying, like, become a hermit.
No, not at all. He's not saying stop connecting with people entirely. It's much smarter than that. He's making this really crucial distinction right at the foundation that changes the whole game. As Mel puts it, pre-networking is fundamentally about one thing: gathering information.
Okay, information gathering.
Right. Whereas networking, as most people think of it, is the exchange of ideas, information, and resources, giving and taking. And this difference is key because, and Mel Kaufman is really emphatic about this, he says, you do not have the luxury of time at an event to share information effectively.
That's interesting. Because events feel like they're all about sharing info.
Exactly what most people think. But think about a typical networking event. It's usually loud, kind of rushed. Everyone's trying to make that quick pitch, that quick impression. Mills' point is that environment, it's just not good for the deep, meaningful exchange people think they're supposed to be having. It's actually prime time for something completely different.
Which is?
Strategic information gathering, pre-networking.
Okay, so let's dig into that. This pre-networking, what does it actually look like in practice? Mel says, I continually pre-network, stop networking, and begin gathering information.
How does that work on the ground? I mean, we're all used to showing up, business cards ready, elevator pitch polish. How do we actually make that shift? Yeah, and that's where Mel Kaufman gets really specific, really actionable. He talks about this crucial 30-minute window of opportunity when you're at an event. Now, he might mention specific times, like, say, 11:30 until noon, but the core idea, the principle, is about finding those natural lulls.
Lulls, like before lunch or coffee break.
Exactly, maybe just before the main speaker starts, or during a less structured break. Those moments when people are generally a bit more relaxed, maybe more open to just a real conversation, not an immediate pitch mode.
Okay. Finding those pockets of, like, genuine interaction.
Precisely.
Yep.
So instead of seeing those moments as your cue to launch your pitch, your whole focus changes. You walk in aiming for active listening, discovery.
So give me an example. Say I'm at a conference lunch.
Okay, perfect example. Conference lunch. Someone asks, so what do you do? Instead of launching into your standard pitch.
Which is what I'd normally do.
Right. Instead, you pivot. You ask open-ended questions, things designed to get them talking, to get insights. You might ask, what brought you here today? What's the main challenge you're hoping to solve?
Or maybe, what's one thing you're really excited about in your industry right now? Or even concerned about?
Exactly. Your goal shifts completely. You're there to observe, to listen, to synthesize what you're hearing, not to transact right then and there. You're basically deferring any sales agenda. It's about collecting these valuable clues, these data points, not trying to make an immediate sale.
That actually sounds kind of relieving, takes the pressure off needing to perform.
It absolutely does. But you asked earlier, what's the hardest part of making that shift for someone used to traditional networking?
Yeah, what's the hurdle?
Honestly, it's just breaking that ingrained habit. We're almost wired to feel like we have to sell ourselves, prove our value instantly at these things.
That urge to talk about your accomplishments, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Overcoming that and instead genuinely valuing the act of just understanding the other person. That takes conscious effort. It can feel weird at first, like you're missing out by not selling.
Like you're wasting the opportunity.
Exactly. But Mel Kaufman's whole point, his whole premise, is that by stepping back from that immediate sell, you actually open the door to much bigger, much more valuable opportunities down the line.
Okay, building on that. Mel makes an even bolder claim about where this information gathering leads. And this feels like where it gets really interesting. He says, quote, "When you gather information, you uncover links. When you uncover links, you uncover money."
The links.
How does just asking questions and listening lead to these links? And what does money really mean here? Is it just a direct sale eventually?
Right, let's unpack that links and money pair, because it's crucial. Mel really emphasizes that linking creates multiple business opportunities. Multiple. And he contrasts that sharply with the warning. Selling inhibits a multitude of business opportunities. See the difference?
Selling inhibits opportunities. That feels backward.
It does, until you see it through this pre-networking lens. The core shift is moving away from thinking direct sale now and moving towards connection discovery. You're not trying to jam your solution down someone's throat immediately. You're collecting data about their needs, their challenges, their goals, who they know.
So the links are connections between needs and potential solutions, maybe not even my own.
Exactly. And that's where the money comes in. But think broader than just your immediate sale. This isn't only about direct referrals, though those can happen. Imagine you're talking to someone, gathering info, and you learn they're really struggling with, I don't know, some complex industry regulation.
Okay.
And you think, wait a minute, I know someone, a contact in my network, who is an absolute guru on that exact regulation. Maybe they even wrote the book on it.
Ah, so you make the introduction.
Right. You connect them. That's the link. Now, the money that comes from that, it might be a huge strategic partnership for one or both of them, or maybe it's just a critical insight that saves the first person from a costly mistake. Or maybe they even co-create something new based on that shared need you uncovered.
So the money is the value generated within the network, which circles back.
Precisely. It's about building this whole ecosystem of value. It comes back to you as goodwill, as reputation. You become known as a valuable connector. And yes, often as unexpected future collaborations or revenue streams you hadn't even thought of. It really transcends that simple single transaction.
Wow, okay. That really broadens the definition of money in networking. It's not just cash in hand right now. It's building this asset, this network asset. This makes so much sense. And it leads perfectly into the next gold nugget, which honestly feels liberating. Mel Kaufman says you will no longer have to troll for prospects.
No more trolling.
Which connects right back to what you just said about selling inhibiting opportunities. It just lifts that massive weight, that pressure we all feel walking into a room, that constant hunt for the next client.
It really does. And it brings up a key question for everyone listening. What does it actually mean to stop trolling and start linking? Mel's ultimate instruction here is incredibly simple but profound. Stop gathering deals, gather links.
Stop gathering deals, gather links.
It's not just playing with words, it's a fundamental mindset shift. When you take away that pressure of immediate conversion, needing to close right now.
Yeah, that feeling of, I got to get something out of this interaction.
Exactly. When you remove that, you open up this much wider, more organic, and frankly, more effective path to business opportunities. It's based on real connection. It's about building genuine relationships by truly understanding needs instead of just pushing your own agenda relentlessly. Let's make it really clear the difference.
Okay, contrast them for us. Trolling versus linking.
Okay, trolling for prospects. You go to an event, maybe you're just carpet bombing the room with business cards.
We've all seen that guy.
Right. And you immediately launch into your pitch with everyone you meet. Try and see who bites. It feels like a numbers game, just hunting.
And it feels really transactional, often insincere, doesn't it? I know I don't like being on the receiving end of that.
Nobody does. It feels like you're just a target, a potential sale. Now, contrast that with gathering links. You're still going to the event, obviously, but your whole approach is different. You're asking those thoughtful, open-ended questions we talked about.
Really listening.
Genuinely listening for connections. Connections between people's challenges and potential solutions. Maybe solutions you have, or maybe solutions someone else in your network has.
So you're looking for ways to help, maybe even by introducing two other people.
Absolutely. You're identifying potentially beneficial introductions or collaborations, often making connections for others first. The focus shifts entirely to the relationship, the information, not the immediate transaction.
And that lack of immediate pressure probably makes you seem more genuine.
Paradoxically, yes. It
Yeah.
makes you more authentic, more memorable, and ultimately more valuable to the people you meet. So bringing it back to the listener, what does all this mean for you when you walk into your next event?
It means you can take a deep breath.
Basically. You can breathe that sigh of relief from the sales pressure, and instead just open yourself up to discovering these new, often unexpected avenues of opportunity that will genuinely grow your business over time.
What an incredible shift. Just, wow. Okay, so to quickly recap these really transformative insights from Mel Kaufman's life's work today, it's all about making that huge shift from just networking to the power of pre-networking, understanding that crucial information gathering window.
That 30-minute window, yeah, or those lulls.
Right, where active listening is king. And recognizing that when you gather information, you uncover these powerful links.
And the links lead to.
The links are where you ultimately uncover the real opportunities, the diverse business growth, the money in that broader sense. It's a whole new paradigm, really. Puts relationships first. So, we've shared some really potent ideas from Mel Kaufman today. Now, look, the important part is putting these gold nuggets into action. Maybe consider this. The very next time you're heading into what you thought was a networking situation, just ask yourself one question before you walk in. Am I here to extract value, or am I here to genuinely understand and connect?
That simple question can change everything.
It really can. And to help you with that, we strongly encourage you. Go download the bonus content workbook and the free app. They're mentioned right there in the video description.
Yeah, those are designed to help you apply this stuff immediately, make it real.
Definitely. And hey, once you start trying out pre-networking, please come back here. Leave a comment. Tell us about your experiences, your wins, even your challenges. We genuinely want to hear how this approach is working for you.
We learned from that too.
Absolutely. And for maximum impact, for really letting this sink in, we seriously suggest re-listening to this deep dive. Listen again tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month.
Yeah, repetition helps. And you'll hear different things as you start actually doing it. You'll uncover new nuggets based on your own experience.
That's so true. And if you found value here today, if this message resonated, please think about sharing it. Share this information with your own networking circle.
Help them shift too. It grows everyone's influence.
Exactly. You help them, you help yourself. And of course, you know the drill. Please click like, subscribe, and definitely hit that notification bell.
Yeah, ding the bell. That way you'll know immediately when Mel's next gold nugget gets dropped.
Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Now go put on your networking hat and grow your business.